I know you got questions. Is this an Indian John Wick? And is that kid from Slumdog Millionaire any good as an action star? Or should I even go and watch this film? Well, first of all, this video has no spoilers, but I will give you all the information you need to know before you watch this film. Monkey Man is a good old revenge flick, grounded in some form of hyper-reality, so it's a little like John Wick, but far more realistic at times. Dev Patel delivering devastating blows one person at a time. It's a divine development to observe his newfound devilish demeanor. That's a fair amount of dev puns, but I am not ashamed of it. So yeah, that Slumdog Millionaire kid is now an action man and is pretty damn good at it. Monkey Man is a 2024 action thriller film directed by Dev Patel, who co-wrote the screenplay with Paul Angunawella and John Coley. On October 2018, it was reported that Dev Patel would make his directorial debut with an action thriller film titled Monkey Man and was set to star in it. Though initially Patel tried to recruit a previous collaborator, Neil Blomkamp, to direct the film, but Blomkamp declined and suggested he direct the film himself. Of course, Blomkamp is the director who brought you District 9, Elysium, Chappie, and Gran Turismo. So this film would have also been in capable hands were he to direct. Dev Patel accepted the challenge of being a first-time director to a story he co-wrote and is also a lead in. That is one heck of a challenge. People just don't understand how hard it is to direct yourself. You don't even know how many takes I have done trying to make this YouTube video for you guys, yet alone having a $10 million budget pressure on my neck. Dev Patel stated he wanted to give Monkey Man real soul, real trauma, real pain, all infused with a little bit of culture, and I think he successfully did all of that. Now, I know most of you are probably politely wondering, is this a Bollywood film? And my answer to that is, no it isn't. Simply no. It's an action movie that happens to have Indian culture intertwined into it. It's definitely not a Bollywood movie, and it's not for an Indian audience alone. It's for everyone, provided you're an adult. I also thankfully like the fact that it does not have a dance number in the middle of it. Yes, shots have been fired. We almost nearly did not get this movie because Netflix had bought the worldwide rights to Monkey Man for $30 million and described it as John Wick in Mumbai. However, Netflix later felt this film was too gritty for an Indian audience and quietly shopped it around instead. It's probably because it didn't have that dance number in the middle of it, isn't it? Netflix, I'm on to you. Luckily for us though, Jordan Peele swooped right in as producer after watching the film and persuaded Universal Pictures to acquire Monkey Man from Netflix for under $10 million and put it in theaters, and that was a fantastic move. I believe this movie will make back its budget in the box office, and I'm kind of proud of Dev Patel. This is impressive to do that with $10 million, and it actually looks high budget. Really proud of you, good old Dev Patel, the Devastator, as he has never been called, ever. Monkey Man depicts the journey of an anonymous young man portrayed by Patel in modern-day India. Driven by a quest of vengeance after his mother's demise, he takes part in underground boxing fights. He endures humiliating defeats but perseveres, gradually ascending the social ladder to confront those accountable for the death of his mother. And with all that said, here is the plot followed by pros and cons. However, I will start with cons. Con number 1. The monkey mask would have been such a hazard to his peripheral vision. If you move quickly to the side, you could slap the crap out of him, because it's like blinkers. Anything on this side he can't see it. Con number 2. His face doesn't sustain any noticeable injuries during fights whilst wearing the mask, and that's unrealistic. He should have some cut-ups. You know what I mean? Con number 3. In situations that clearly would have been resolved with guns, they choose to stylistically fight hand to hand, or shattered bottle to hand, or knife to hand, sometimes knife to knife. And it wasn't like there wasn't any guns in the scenes. Everyone just forgot to pull the trigger. Or well, I guess if they did, the movie would have ended almost immediately. Con number 4. One too many flashbacks without any shot variety. Is that too much to ask? Probably. Con number 5. The training montage dragged on without any shot variety or training variety. He just worked on that one boxing bag. I guess I just needed more angles, and with the training I wanted to see more variety. Maybe running uphill, perhaps balancing on a beam, doing some karate chops, not just the boxing bag, which is all we got. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I just feel like do more stuff. Con number 6. It had one terrible CGI scene, but it's only one, so it's not that bad. It's more of a blink and you'll miss it type of situation. It's really not that bad. But I was like, oh, look at that. That's not good. Okay, so all my cons about this movie only stem from budgetary constraints. Dev did a lot with $10 million. Frankly, if I weren't nitpicking this movie, it looks absolutely high budget. Hell, most Marvel comic movies couldn't even achieve what this movie has done with that budget. It's something to be proud of. And now, let's talk pros. Pro number 1. This movie had grounded action sequences with realistic fight choreography, reminiscent of the whole John Wick style. So that's a fair amount of cardio for Dev Patel. Pro number 2. It had an all-round strong believability that Dev Patel can carry an action movie. Pro number 3. It had a simple but compelling premise or plot. His mother was killed and he vowed to avenge her death. We can all get behind that. Pro number 4. It is as extremely violent as you would expect a revenge film to be. Again, it's not for kids. Pro number 5. There is no gun fu style fighting in this film, but somehow it still kind of worked. I'm glad they didn't really copy everything from John Wick. It kind of like developed its own fighting style. It did its own thing, and I respect that. Pro number 6. The wearing of black suit was a great touch. It had that whole John Wick vibe to it. And in some sense, it adds a gentle manliness to mayhem. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie an unexpected 8 out of 10 because I was absolutely surprised at how good it actually was. I had no hopes for this movie. This is another must-watch action film of 2024. It's pretty damn impressive and I strongly recommend it, especially if you like movies like John Wick. And that's my 2 cents. For another great revenge flick, watch this video.